Hello everybody, welcome back to the series of videos on fractals. In this video, we will see a trading system with the potential of over 8 to 10% in a month. We'll be using dual moving averages and fractals, and also one more oscillator which is called the RSI. Now always remember the steps involved in investing or trading. Firstly, you should know what to buy, how much to buy, when to buy, and when to exit. So in this video, you'll see how to buy, when to buy using the dual moving averages and fractals. So far we have seen. So far there have been 6 videos on fractals. The first one was what are fractals. Second one was on how to get fractals on chart. Then how to use fractals, there were 2 videos. Then I gave a video on examples, live examples of fractals with moving average cross. And the last one was live examples of fractals with alligator indicator. If you have not seen these videos, please refer to the playlist given in the description of this video. Okay, so in this video we'll discuss a trading system which has got a potential of 8 to 10% per 8 to 10% in a month, or even more than that, with fractals and EMA cross and RSI. So let us first see what are moving averages. Well, moving averages, there are many types, but mainly 2 I use, either the simple moving average or the exponential moving average. Let us say you have got a data. The data I have shown on the right side, which is nothing but the data is nothing but the closing price of a scrip. Now, if you want to calculate the 5-day moving average, 5-day simple moving average, all you have to do is to take up the closing price of the 5 days, first 5 days, and divide it by 5. So you can see on the right side, the first 5 days the closing price was 10, 12, 11, 13 and 14. Now if you take the average of the first 5 days, that is you total of the first 5 days, it comes to 60, and if you divide it by 5, it will come to 12. So the simple moving average on the 5th day is 12. Then the next day the price was 14. Closing price was 14. So now you have to consider the last 5 days data. Ignore the first one. The first one is 10 here. So that closing price you ignore and consider the next 5 days, that is 12, 11, 13, 14 and 14. So, and when you take the average of that will come to, average of their sum, it will come to 12.8. So same way you can keep on dropping off 1 and keep on adding 1 on data, and you will get a simple moving average. So this is how you can calculate simple moving average. You don't have to calculate anything on your own. The charts which are there is provision for calculating and plotting the simple moving averages. Okay. The other type of moving averages which are there are the exponential moving averages. They are similar to simple moving averages, but their more weightage is given to the recent prices. We need not go into the calculation part of it, but just understand that the exponential moving average, the weightage is given more to the recent prices, and they are comparatively faster than simple moving average. Now a trading system must have an entry point, stop loss, pyramiding points and exit point. We will see exit point, entry points, stop losses, pyramiding points and exit points. If you don't want to the pyramid, then you can just simply consider entry point, stop loss and exit point. But before that, we will see what is RSI. RSI is an indicator or oscillator which is derived from the closing prices, typically of 14 days of a scrip. You have to consider the closing prices of the scrip, last 14 days closing prices, and it is called the relative strength index. It's relative to its own price. What is the strength? If the scrip is going up and up and up, then the relative strength will be higher, and if it is coming down and down and down, then the relative strength will be lower. Because it's an oscillator, it will have a range from 0 to 100. You can get a lot of information about the RSI from a lot of information about a script from the RSI. The original RSI concept was given by Welles-Wilder in the 1970s and 80s. However, recently Andrew Cardwell has given the main use of RSI, which is explained in the next part. Now here I have plotted a graph of price versus price above and below the RSI. I have drawn two lines in between RSI part 40 and 60. That is, when RSI is above 60 and RSI is below 40, you can easily see with the help of the line. Okay, so here you can see that if the price is moving sideways, that is the first 6 or 7 data which are just first 7 bars which are there of the price is almost in the sideways and in the sideways movement the RSI is generally between 40 and 60. This is the 14 period RSI or the 14-day RSI if you are taking the daily chart. Now once the price starts to go up, then the RSI will cross 60 and it will remain in above 60. So long as there is an uptrend, the RSI will tend to remain above 60. Now this is a very, very important rule, and with the help of which you can identify a trend. Obviously you want to invest in an uptrend. So when an RSI is above 60 or when it has crossed 60, it's a good time to enter into the script. However, remember that the best way to enter in a script using RSI when it goes above 60 is when it goes above 60 for the first time after a certain period, that is minimum after 3 months. If the RSI is going above 60, then it's a fresh uptrend. In an uptrend, the RSI may keep on coming down and below 60 also, but if it is going up after a long period, after a period of say 3 months, then it's a fresh uptrend, and usually that is more reliable. In the chart, next graph, you can see that I've drawn the price and the RSI on the chart, on the graph. You'll find that when the price is moving sideways, the RSI is between 40 and 60. Once the price starts to fall, the RSI will fall below 40. So in a downtrend, RSI is going to remain below 40. So this fact you remember if you are interested in short selling or buying puts, then RSI must be below 40, preferably below 40. So you can easily see that in a downtrend the line is, you can see that the line is below 40 when the downtrend is there. Okay, in a sideways part the line is between 40 and 60. RSI line is between 40 and 60. Now let's see the entry rules, how to buy the script or when to buy the script. There are 3 rules. You can use any one of them or 2 of them or all the 3. But the first one is the main rule. The shorter term EMA crosses the longer term EMA. Now usually the EMAs used are 9 and 26, 9 period EMA and the 26 period EMA. Alternatively, you can use other combinations also of 8 and 21, of 13 and 34 and so on. That is up to you, but usually 9 and 26 is a good combination. So here you can see that the green line is the 26 EMA and the red line is the 9 EMA. Now when the 9 EMA crosses the 26 and goes above the 26, then that is a signal to buy. So you can buy the script, and you can do this on a daily chart if you are doing medium term or short term trading. Okay, so when a 9 EMA crosses above 26 EMA, it's an entry point. Okay, that's the first rule. Then the other thing is, the second rule is previous fractal up fractal is crossed. Now here you are having an up fractal. Up fractal you can see because the side two bars are having high lower than the middle bar. So this is an up fractal. So if the 9 EMA is crossing 26 EMA and also the price is above the high of the fractal, then it's a good confirmation that the trend may go up further. The price may go further and trend will be up. Okay. Then a third condition, which is not necessary but preferable, the RSI should be above 60 or it should have crossed 60. If the RSI is above 60, it's definitely the script will be in an uptrend. So all the three conditions, if they are satisfied, you are most likely that you will benefit from this trade and the trade will be favorable. If only one of the condition is met, the 9 above 26, so you can assign 50% weightage to this, the first condition, 25% to the fractal and another 25% to the RSI. So you will find that the buying condition, so if it is satisfying all the three rules, then the chances of success in this trade are very high. Now what will be the stop loss? The stop loss will be the low of the previous down fractal. Now you can see that here you are having a down fractal. Down fractal means both the sides two bars are having higher lows. The third middle bar is having a lower low. So this down fractal is there. See, if you are entering over here and by chance the script falls down, then if it is falling below this low of the down fractal, then that will be your stop loss. Okay. So you should take care of your stop losses because without stop loss, if you do the trading, you may end up in huge losses. Stop loss is part and parcel of the trading. Now, if you want to do pyramiding, there is not necessary that you should do pyramiding. And if you want to add more position to add more quantity to your purchases, then you can do pyramid. Whenever the price comes near the averages and it forms a down fractal, then you can re-enter. See, here you got a down fractal, two bars on the side, they are having higher lows. So after the fifth bar, the pyramid, the fractal is complete, down fractal is complete, so you can enter above this. So this way you can make a re-entry or additional entry to your position. Another way you can do is, if the up fractal is violated on the upside, then also you can do a re-entry. So you can have a second entry over here. You can do pyramiding, but try to avoid pyramiding more than 3 times. So you have one re-entry over here, one re-entry over here. An up fractal is found here, and above the up fractal you can buy in this type of pyramiding. Okay, so now let's see the exit. After your purchase, how to exit? There are 3 ways you can exit. One is the shorter EMA crossing below the longer. Here the shorter EMA has, the 9 EMA has crossed below the 26. So at this stage you can exit. Okay. Alternatively, what you can do is after 3 pyramids, if you get an up fractal, you can exit. So if you are pyramided 3 times and you got sufficient profit of more than 10%, then you can exit with the formation of an up fractal. Here an up fractal is formed. So after this formation gets complete at this point, and you can exit after this. Or the third way you can exit is, generally what happens is if the RSI goes above 69 and then comes below 69, then there is a small correction will happen. So you can exit there. So if suppose in this candle the RSI was 69 and in this candle the RSI is suppose in this candle the RSI is 69 and here it is, I'm not showing the RSI line here, but you can see in the chart if you are using a chart, if it is above 69 and this one it is below 69, you can exit. Okay, because generally after a fall from 69 the price tends to correct and come back to 60, or even RSI tends to come back to 60 or even lower than that. So these are the 3 exit rules. So I have explained the entry rules, the pyramiding rules, and the exit rules. Now, this is all theoretical. In the next video, we'll see actual charts, and I'll show you how many of the trades result in profits of more than 10%. Right? And that happens usually within a month. So it's a good technique for trading, and there is no need to day trade or no need to track every whole day. You can do this, track this in the evening every day. Okay. So now, if you are a subscriber, you can become a subscriber. It is free of cost. You write in comments which script you want to get analyzed. So I will take that script and give the application of this method on that script, whichever script which you want. Okay. Please like and share the video if you have liked it, and subscribe to this channel. It is free. You don't have to pay anything. If you press the bell icon, you will get notification of new videos. Right? If the number of subscribers increase, I'll keep on adding more and more videos, and I will try to answer your questions also if your queries on any script if the subscriber number increases. If you are a subscriber, you can give your script. I'll analyze and show it in the next future videos. Thank you very much.